What's up guys, it's LuckyBoy here, and today I'm here to present to you my updated Arceus Gyarados list that I actually just took to a invitational tournament that I just finished actually like a couple minutes ago. I unfortunately lost in the losers brackets at the finishing line against James Cox, the player that actually got top 4 at Worlds this year, so pretty close one actually. Unfortunately, he threw the nuts in game 3 and I couldn't set Jolteon up. So, and he was playing Palkia, so it was pretty obvious that if I don't get Jolteon up, it's pretty hard for me to actually win that game anyway. So, that's how it is sometimes. So, but why did I choose to play Arceus Gyarados for that tournament specifically? Well, I didn't really know what exactly I wanted to play, honestly. Like, I got a little bit tired of playing Intelligent now after I played with Palkia for like the past 2 months now. And I like, let me try something, let me just play something else, but at least can have some fun with. And I like play Gyarados. I had a lot of enjoyable fun with Gyarados, so like, let me just try it out. So I came to the conclusion and I changed a couple things from my latest list that I actually made for my last video, that actually is the most popular right now I have made, so that's really awesome to see. I didn't make a couple changes to it, obviously, as you can see. If you have seen the video, or if you have not, please go ahead and check it out. You can see the difference that has happened lately, because a lot of things, a couple of things has changed actually since then. And one of the few changes I've done is I'm actually playing 4 Mani and 4 Boss. No Palpad this time. That's because I was like, when I was trying to rebuild the list, I was like, let me just look at the, let me just look at the top list from Worlds, and I saw all the Arceus Pikachu lists, and I'm like, I can easily incorporate those lineups into this list. So I tried that as much as I could, and it felt absurdly good. Like, I feel like I had always control over the Boss and Mani all the time. One small detail I was missing in the tournament actually a lot, and that was the 4th path to the peak. Like, if I had 4 paths to the peak, I could actually, I could maybe have won a couple games actually. That I maybe could have won with path to the peak, or if I could actually see Jolteon a little bit more consistent, obviously. Now, some argues that why I only play 1 instance and not 2, like I don't know. I like the list a lot. I like the list how it was, but the second instance was not like too necessary in my opinion, so that's a small detail I will cover off, obviously. Only 1-1 B-Barrel line, because I didn't think it was like too necessary to just play 2-2, so 1-1 was fine with me. If I prize any of them, then it's fine. Then I can always have like a game plan for if that happens. Triple memory capsule, I think we have to go a little bit hard on memory capsules, because you have so many Pokemon that can utilize it, so it's really good to have. 3 Arceus V-Star. I think Arceus V-Star is actually the most important one in the deck to actually set your entire deck up. So I think that's the most important part about it. 2 Switch, because I really think you need a couple Switch in this deck, because Gyarados has a lot of retreat cost, and if you start with it, it's really bad. So that's a problem. Also, and I also play 1 with Lumiere in the deck, because I begin to see a couple actually B-Barrel decks where I begin to play Lumiere, so I'm like, let me try it out and see how it goes, see how it is. Didn't do too much as I expected, but it's what it is, obviously. And I think that's gonna be it for what I have to tell about the deck. Let me just hop into the ladder and show you some games with this deck. So hope you guys enjoyed. So let's get into this game and see how it goes with this deck, or how it goes with it actually. Again, I really wish I want to do some changes with the list. So, but right now, and this hand is absolutely atrocious. I hate starting with Crobat. One fun thing that happened to me in the Invitational, I could never really start with Arceus at all. It was so bad actually. And we hit the Regis. Okay. That can maybe be a little bit of a tough one, so what are we gonna do here? No, I don't play Porygon, so it's gonna be a little bit tough because of that. So let's just discard the boss, I guess. And just hope they don't play. And just hope they don't play, obviously, Path to the Peak, because if they do play Path to the Peak, we're a little bit stuck here. So that's not gonna be the case here. But obviously, we can definitely do some stuff here if we just like have some protection for against certain things here. Like if we just like deal with the Regirocks pretty consistently, then we should be fine actually. So maybe I actually shouldn't discard the boss. Maybe I should discard the Path to the Peak actually. That was a little bit greedy of me, maybe. I guess it was a little bit greedy. Actually just discarding the boss or not the Path to the Peak. Or could maybe have been a little bit like better, I guess. Yeah, probably. I'm not even sure. But let's see what happens. So we're gonna quick ball this card of Regidrago. That's actually pretty brave, not gonna lie. That's actually pretty brave, because that means they have a unique Ordinary Rod, or actually something to retreat that Regidrago out now, if they don't want to sacrifice it, obviously. Because we have ways. They have every single Regi in their hand, but no energy so far. We can definitely cap on that, for sure. And they have already discarded Ordinary Rod. So we just deal with that Regirock, or Regidrago. I don't think we should be in too much trouble. So Speed Lightning, so we do get some energies there. As long as we don't get any energy in the discard pile, then it should be fine, obviously. Because if we just deal with the Regidrago, I don't even think they can actually attack. I think it's gonna be a little bit hard for them to actually do anything. Because then we need also something to actually get the Drago out of the deck. If they Ordinary Rod both of them back. Now they did take Regi Eyes from the prizes, but I'm not sure how many of them are also prized. I'm not even sure if more of them are prized. Okay, they didn't do anything else. Okay. Gonna do the V-Star, obviously. Now, what do we get? So we're definitely gonna grab... But they only attach the Speed Lightning, so... Definitely gonna grab the TT because we need that. And I probably think I'm gonna grab Quick Ball here. Let's actually try and get some things rolling in the meantime. Don't think Gyarados is like necessary here because the Regieleki can be a little bit annoying here, so... Because the Regieleki can be a little bit annoying for the Gyarados, so let's just try and set up the second Arceus in the meantime. While we're actually waiting, obviously. Yeah, we actually drew a bunch of energy here. That's actually not good. That's actually really bad. But I guess it's fine. We can at least deal with the Regidrago here. Like, as long as we just deal with the Regidrago, but I'm fine, actually. Because then we can actually deal with the rest of the Regis, like we usually do now. So if we don't attack this turn, we might actually can take a little bit of advantage of that by trying to set up Beep-Arrow as well. Yeah, I will definitely try and set up Beep-Arrow as well. That is like definitely not one of the priorities I have right now. Kinda sucks with those energies that are just true. That really sucks. Okay, we did have Ordinary Rods. That's fine. They still have a ton of ways to actually find the basics, so I shouldn't be too surprised if they actually have it in hand right now. Or Capture Energy. They also can get out of Capture Energy actually. So, but they still need double a roll to actually make Regirock to actually attack my Arceus. So, okay, so we do have the Ultra Ball, Twin, and Choice Belt. Okay. That is fine with me. That is actually fine with me, not gonna lie. So for the Regidrago, so we have something in hand. Twin. Are they gonna retreat the Regieleki with that? Or I assume they're gonna do that because if they had support in hand, they will have used it now. Or had energy in hand, they also attach that. So and discard with Ultra Ball, I guess, if it was on a raw energy. What? They could just discard the Twin, but I guess it makes sense actually to do like that. Let's actually do that. Just Choice Belts. But discard Research and Capture. Okay. So Choice Bell can actually definitely be a little bit annoying for us. Okay, we're just gonna pass. That's cool to see. Not too happy to see all this, but I mean, we also prize B-Barrel, so that can kind of be tough actually. And maybe I should actually just grab another Arceus V maybe. I should maybe have grabbed another Arceus V, I guess. Play this. Not gonna bench GEV, there's no reason for me to do that. I don't have any energy, so it's fine. Not a water energy, okay. Up with Regirock, cool. They don't have any... They also have another Pokestop, okay, that's fine. Like, it's fine with me with replacing the stadiums, like the path to, like, I forced them to have it anyway, so... Like, if I just continue to replace their Pokestops, then it might actually be tough for them to actually... Okay, they also play Pokegear as well. Okay, that's interesting. They might maybe also play Symphony's Ambition if they play Pokegear, I guess. If I should have a guess here. They got Research, okay. They also have Ordinary Rod in hand as well. That means... So if they use Ordinary Rod now, they only have one left potentially. Because they're already 2 down. That might give me an advantage here. A big advantage for sure. Ultra Ball, discard. A Reggie Eyes and a Reggie Lecky. Okay. They do have the Ordinary Rod, so it's not a surprise they're actually gonna try and shuffle some of them back. But they will only have one Ordinary Rod left after that, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult for them to actually do it again. Set them out again. So okay, so they only have Regice. One Regice left, but I have to take care of the Regirock anyway because I can start attacking my Arceus now, and I will be screwed because of that. I don't even know if... So now also another question is, should I even use Dunsparce in a deck like this? I honestly don't even think it's even necessary, because unless we are like completely sure that the meta will be like complete like Arceus counter with so many fighting decks, I don't think Dunsparce will contribute to it anyway. Personally, I don't see how you get space for Dunsparce in a deck like that, in a Arceus B-Barrel deck, honestly. I mean, you can have space, find space for it, but I think you have to sacrifice something for it. I'm not sure what that thing is, but you need to sacrifice something for it. And sometimes, and you might actually make your matchup worse in some matchups worse because of that. So honestly, if I should choose, I will. The only deck they still hadn't found a single roll energy actually. See, that's nice. So I will actually like to actually boss up this Regice because it forced them to actually have their last Ordinary Rod now. So I'm actually really happy to actually do this. We got the Gyarados from the prizes, but I will actually want the B-Barrel instead. But now I've forced them to have the last Ordinary Rod in their deck potentially. I assume they only play. I assume they are playing 4 Ordinary Rods. But if they don't play 4 Ordinary Rods, I don't know what to say honestly. They milled the first Aurora Energy and also a Registeel. Okay. So question is, do they actually shuffle back more of that? So now the question becomes, what do they shuffle back with Ordinary if they actually have it? Because so far I have not seen them actually draw into it. They didn't find it with Pokestop, they just find Trekking Shoes. They got a Research. Yikes. Not a single roller and she was discard level, but discard the second Regirock. That is actually really scary, not gonna lie. And also the last Pokestop as well. Oof. Here comes the ordinary rod. They probably have... How many quick balls do they have? They have one Ultra Ball left potentially. And they shuffled back. I did not notice that. They shuffled back Regirock and Regice. Makes sense. Here comes another Ultra Ball. And also the energy is also down. So that is nice. That means if we just deal with the Regice, I don't think they can actually attack us anymore. Or the Registeel is just one of those two, it doesn't really matter, I think. They're also playing with the Scoop Up Net version, so they don't play they could also play Escape Rope, but I can't really tell if they do it or not. I can't tell if that's the case. Can I top deck something? Not really. What about Pokestop? See, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. But now I have to actually find certain stuff. I guess a mining doesn't sound too bad, actually. Yeah, mining doesn't sound too bad. Because when I get the energies back, then I can actually set up an Arceus again for next turn, so that could be really nice here. And the Beedrill is really cool to have. I have no more Melony, so I have to hard draw into the energies now. So KO this Regirock. And I have 3 TTs in the deck. Hopefully I get my B-Barrel here, or else I will be sad. Now I'm sad. Oh boy, that is really bad actually. So now that means I have to hard draw into an energy now. I have to hard draw into energy, and also, or I have to hard draw into my or my one of research is also down, I guess. Or I have to hard draw into a Melony or Mani here to actually make it to actually do it. So that's really bad actually, that's really bad. But I guess if I can actually get, but I guess they have to. Or if I hadn't used a single boss's order, they did. They have not showed me a single boss's order yet, so. But they have potential to actually get a KO here, if I don't get it. Unfortunately. I really need energy here, so. I don't have any items that can give me energy here, unfortunately, so. No, I don't have anything that can give me energy here, so that is really sad, man. One energy short. If I got the B-Barrel, it could have been a lot. It could have been a big difference, obviously. They have ways to actually retreat anyway, and they haven't used a single boss's order, so I guess we just do it like this. I just hope for the best. I just milled because I've milled 2 energies. Oh no. This is not how it's supposed to go. I guess they have the KO anyway. I think they have Scoop Up Net and Boss anyway in hand, so I don't think it matters too much. If I should be completely honest, I think they already have it anyway, so. I think this was kind of an unfortunate one. That we didn't really get what we were looking for here, so. Oh, they also have the Aurora Energy in hand as well. Ugh. See that? Now it's bad. 2 lightnings left, 2 lightning down. I don't see a reason. I don't see how we can win this, unfortunately. Well, that was actually a pretty close one, but unfortunately we had some unfortunate draws, but that's fine. Let's see if we can do another one. So let's get into this game. Hopefully we draw a little bit better than the last one. Because the last one was like, okay, but I will still love to actually could at least do a little bit more every time instead of just attacking every turn. And at least hope we could have backup every time. So we start off with a mulligan. That is okay, actually. We unfortunately lost the coin flip, so we're not going first here, so that's kind of unfortunate. We do start with Arceus here, and also Lumina, but we do have double turbo energy in hand, so that is really nice to see. It is another Arceus deck, so that could be literally anything. And that is Avatalus is an Arceus Mencino? I thought it was Arceus Inteleon. What the heck is this? Okay, and I'm actually curious to see what the heck this is, actually. This looks interesting. Double Mencino and double Arceus. With memory capsule. Oh, it's actually... Oh, I think it's the Philip Schultz deck that Philip used to win the Bremen Regional with. Pretty much looks like it. Okay, so... I guess we discard the bossy, actually. And just grab Crobats. Or maybe actually just hold it. And just grab Gyarados, because I don't think they can actually deal with Gyarados. Those type of decks doesn't have a way to actually deal with Gyarados properly. I am pretty sure of that. So we just do Training Charge. And I have a Mania Prize, it looks like. So that can be tough. But it should be fine, it should be fine. I wish I had a Path to the Peak to actually also put down, so they couldn't use Training Charge. So they couldn't use Star Birth, but okay, they got money into Energy and also the V-Star. So probably was not gonna happen, obviously, so it's fine. I don't foresee them to actually KO my Gyarados anyway, so it's fine. They're gonna mine me, actually. I mean, I had mine in hand anyway. But it kind of sucks about losing the energy here, which I really would love to have. This doesn't look super good right now. This looks really bad. This is the downside with sometimes with these type of decks, but they can also be really fragile to stuff like this. But this can actually happen a little bit more often than people think. And now we're also gonna put down our own Path to the Peak as well. Oof, that is not good. That is actually really bad. Okay, so we're gonna power up the Arceus, which means they just need... Quick Ball is nice if Path to the Peak was not in play, obviously. I guess we just do this. Like, I'm just gonna hold the Pokeball in the deck. Attach here and here. And also here, because if I KO my Arceus now, that means I have Melanie live. Plus, if I top deck into Pokeball or something that can give me cards that I need, then I always have Pokeball live now. I will always have access to Pokeball. Unfortunately, I don't get turn 1 knock. Unfortunately, they have no Cincino yet, and it's already turn 3. Huh. Interesting. I'm not too confident actually putting Gyarados up, because I can't really remove the energy, so I think I'm just gonna put this up. Oh, that's so nice to see. This is why I was keeping the Quick Ball here. There's no reason just to take Pokeball because of things like that. Could also take Marnie with Lumineon, but I think Crobat might be a better play here. I think Crobat might be better here. And now we got into the V-Star here. Cool. I think I have to discard. I have to discard my switch here because I actually think it's best for me to actually deal, to actually remove their energy and mine them as well with Peak probably, and maybe try and set up Bidoof as well. But VMAX sound like the best option here. So Mine path them, remove their energy as well. So I force them to actually do stuff like that. So grab Bidoof. Switch into Gyarados. Peak and we'll just mine them as well. And we got access into the B barrel next turn, so that's really nice to see. And we just discard one of the energies. And I'm definitely gonna discard the Tuba energy, so they need energy to retreat as well. Plus, if they hit me with one of the Arceus, we just return KO them anyway, so we kind of push them into a little bit of a clock here as well. Which is really, it looks pretty solid actually, not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty solid. It looks pretty solid. So they do get a livable into a Zenzino for one time. Or for the first time, I should say. So let's see what we get here. The Jolteon, the Jolteon is not even, like worth it in this matchup. The same for me. Like I don't think that deck plays anything that they did not want actually. Or I can just draw into the B-Barrel here as well. That's actually pretty cool. If I get a boss, yeah, I might actually just put that Arceus into the active. One of the Arceus into the active now. Interesting hand though. Interesting hand. I might actually hold the whole hand honestly, and just take the KO. Like I'm gonna return KO them anyway next turn, so it won't really change too much anyway. Like if they hitting my Gyarados, I'm gonna KO them anyway. Plus, if they do play 2 Scrapper, which I assume they actually do, I can just attach my second memory capsule when I should be fine. They also do play Emporium to make sure they don't lose instantly to Miltank, obviously, which makes sense here. Now, question is how much. So now the question is, do they actually have something here? They do get Melanie, that is actually pretty cool. They can also have 2 Jammer, which can also be really annoying. But they don't have it, they're just gonna hit my Gyarados, so that's fine. I'll try and dig as much as I can for boss's order here. And also probably just try and set up another Gyarados, but that doesn't sound like a good idea. Test this here and just dig through my deck. I can always just boss another thing up. I have a boss prize as well, so I guess we grab one of the useless pieces I'm supposed to say. We just attach this here and we just research. So I have like 2 TTs and that's all I need. Yeah, that's actually fine. Discard these 2. Grab something that is useless. Use Get Angry for 400 damage because of the memory capsule. And we still have 2 bosses in the deck as well. Or I still have 1 boss in deck, I mean. Not 2 boss. 1 boss. So I have 1 boss left in deck, and I try to enter my deck as much as I can, but I still have a boss prized apparently, so that's actually really bad. Oh no, they attached the big charm. Oh no. Oh, that's so bad. That's not good. That's really bad. I knew I should actually attach. Now I can't even KO that Crobat. I knew I should actually try and set up a Gyarados actually, but then again, I didn't really have time for it because I need Melanie as well, so. And now I just gotta hope they can find boss's order next turn, actually. That's so bad. That's so bad, actually. That was actually a really bad play for me, actually. Not gonna lie. That was actually a really bad play for me. Did I get the boss's order? No, I did not. I could have thinned the deck out. Unfortunately, I can't really win now. I just have to hope I don't get boss. Boss was the next card. Oh no. Oh well. I mean, if I have boss, I have boss. There's not much I can do about it anyway, so. Yeah, they got boss. That's fine. Yeah, not much to do there anyway. So, unfortunately, not the best gameplays I could have shown you guys. Unfortunately, we got hit pretty unfortunately, but also I think a couple of mistakes from my side, actually. I think I did a couple of mistakes there in that game. But we definitely got close there, even though we had some really bad draw sequence and all that. We had some bad draws, but I think we got out of it a little bit safe. I just wish we could draw a little bit better. I just wish we could at least got a win, actually. But it is what it is sometimes. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not ready. Turn that bell on, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.